All right, we've got sophomore linebacker Henry To'oTo'o. Please raise your hand, and we will call on you. We'll start with David Ubben and then go to Trey Wallace.
Henry, on this team, ball carrier that's toughest to tackle, and who is the meanest offensive lineman at the second level of the defense?
Can you say that again, Dave? I couldn't really. You kind of broke up.
Yeah, who is the toughest ball carrier on this roster to tackle, and who is the meanest offensive lineman at the second level of the defense?
I mean, their whole entire backs, they're pretty good. They're really good, actually. They all know how to run downhill, and having Coach Boba as their offensive coordinator now, they're going to come downhill. And it's not just one specific back that I kind of point out because they have good backs in the backfield that they can play throughout the entire game. So we just have to do a great job.
I've been on your team, on Tennessee's team.
On Tennessee's team, all our backs, like I said, all our backs, in my opinion, we got the best backs in the country, and I have so much confidence in them that they're going to do what they need to do to get us a win on Saturday.
Trey.
Some background noise on that one. Can you hear me, Bill? Okay. Henry, when you look at guys like Tyler Barron, Morven Joseph, some of the other freshmen out there, how much have they stood out to you? How much did they come to you for information? Might not be the same position group, but what have you seen out of them?
Man, our entire freshman group has been done a tremendous job. And like you said, guys like Morven Joseph, Tyler Barron on the defensive side has been doing a crazy amount of job of trying to get the playbook down. And they try to come to me, trying to ask me for advice, asking them how did I adapt and how did I do things when I got here. And I kind of just told them just to work hard. And, those guys and every single person on the offense side and defense side is doing a great job of coming in, putting in the work and focusing on the playbook and trying to hone in on knowing what we're going to do throughout this week. So those guys are going to contribute big this week.
We'll go to David Pascal, followed by Jimmy Himes.
Hey, Henry, it's Tuesday of game week. Given all that you've been through with the pandemic, did you actually ever think you'd get to this point, and were there doubts along the way?
I mean, first off, when we got quarantined, it was kind of hard to see a football season happening. It was kind of hard. But as we came back and as we transitioned coming back after quarantine, we took the necessary steps to be able to have the season. So, it's truly a blessing to be able to be here, to have such a great medical staff, a great coaching staff to be able to lead us the right way and know our safety protocols.
And what kind of doubts crept in, I guess, halfway through the preseason when Coach Pruitt announced that there were 44 players out? Were there still some reservations that y'all would even get to this point?
I mean, not really. We knew that we just had to do what it takes to get to the season. We knew that every single day that we had to commit ourselves to doing the right things. And, we committed that as a team. And I feel like together as one, we did a great job.
Jimmy?
Henry, last year Tennessee had a really slow start before you won 6 in a row. And I wonder, do you think this team is better equipped to have a better start? And if so, why?
Yeah, I honestly think that we're gonna, because we know as an entire team, we know what to expect, and we know how good we can be, and when we play to our full potential, that we can do great things on the field. So the things will change, and it's up to us. The coaches lay out a game plan for us to execute, and it's on us now.
We'll go to Austin Price, then Vince Ferrara.
Henry, you talked about the freshman class you're going to play a lot Saturday. Your group of recruits played a lot last year and played a big part in Tennessee's finish to the season. You and Eric and Wanye and so many more. What kind of advice have you really tried to give those freshmen for going on the road, playing the first game, and then what kind of atmosphere do you expect on Saturday? Obviously, it'll be a little bit different than your normal road game.
You just try to tell every single freshman to come in and put their head down and work. And that's probably the best advice that you can give a freshman. It's not high school no more. And, every single freshman that we have on this team is going to do a tremendous job executing for us, contributing to the team. And going into the environment, South Carolina. You know, their fans are gonna. Doesn't matter how many fans they have in there, but we're there to play ball, and you know the environment that we expect to play in is strictly football. So you know we're ready for any challenge that comes upon us, and you know it's gonna be fun this Saturday.
Henry, early in camp, you had talked about in the offseason remaking your body, losing some of that weight so you can get to sideline to sideline a little bit more. How has that translated for you in terms of seeing the success of that new body and having it pay off for you on the field so far?
Yeah, man. I mean, shoot, you know, my body where it was from last year to this year has been crazy. You know, and it's a true testament to the people back home, to my dad, to my parents for training me hard, and dedicating myself and dedicating me to be able to come out and be the player that I want to be. And, you know, I could feel myself moving faster, moving quicker. I feel stronger. And, you know, it's just a testament to everybody that's put the work into me.
We'll go to David Ubben, followed by Blake Topmeyer.
Henry, how much has the team or the coaching staff talked to you guys about the rough start from last year and doing what you can to avoid that out of the gate this year?
You know, the coach has been doing a great job of ensuring that we keep our eyes forward. We don't look back on what happened. We keep progressing, you know, and, you know, this year's a new season. We're a new team, and, you know, we're kind of just focused on game by game. We're not worried about what happened last year. We're worried about South Carolina.
Blake?
Yeah, Henry, when you guys had to play a couple games without Daniel Batuli at the beginning of last season, it was a challenge for the defense. What makes you think that this defense and this linebacking core is going to be okay, you know, going forward now that Batuli's gone?
The relationship we created, honestly, to tell you the truth, you know, we created a relationship, a bond, not only on the field but off the field. So that, you know, we can confront each other when we do something wrong. We can confront each other when we're doing something bad off the field. So that relationship can carry on so long, not only on the field but off the field and far down the road past football. And that's kind of something that we realized as a linebacker core and as a defense is if we build a relationship together, and if I know you as a person, if you know me as a person on why I do things and how I react to things, then we'll be able to excel in anything we do. And that was kind of the approach that we took. Losing a lot of leaders on the defense is that we have to come together as one.
Rick Russo, followed by Brent Hubbs.
Henry, do you feel like this team, especially the defense, has done enough to be as physical as it possibly can against South Carolina on Saturday?
Yeah, and, you know, and that's testifying to our coaches, our strength conditioning staff, and everybody who's contributed into our team. You know, they've done a great job of making us into ball players in the short amount of time that we have without having a spring ball. And, you know, I know that we're physically ready, and, you know, it's all going to show on Saturday.
Brent?
Henry, I know you're, you know, focused on moving forward and not reflecting a whole lot on last year, but I am curious kind of where you are mentally and as a leader right now compared to last year when Daniel wasn't out there and they asked you to sort of run this defense in your first college game. How different does this season opener feel compared to where you were a year ago?
You know, I feel more comfortable, honestly. I feel like I have a good grasp of everything that's going on, of the playbook and of the schematics that we have in as a team. And, you know, I'm in a totally different position that I am than last year. And like I tell you guys all the time, you know, I'm just trying to carry on where Daniel Batuli left off. You know, Daniel Batuli did such a great job of leading me and showing me the ropes. And I'm just trying to do exactly what he did and excel for the next guy to do the same thing that he did for me.
We'll go to Gustavo, followed by Matthew Ray.
Harry, in terms of excitement, you know, for this opening game, and I mean, I know you definitely talked to your teammates, but also to your colleagues in classes, your people on campus. How do you feel the excitement for you and with people that you talk to about this game? Because definitely people miss Tennessee football.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, one word I can tell you, you know, we're juiced. You know, we're all juiced up. You know, we're ready to see them orange and white jerseys out there. You know, not only us, we're ready to go out there and play some ball, but everybody's ready to watch us play. and it's a blessing to be able to be in the spot that we're in now. So we're juiced. That's all I gotta tell you. We're juiced.
Henry, you've talked about your previous relationship with Daniel Batuli. How has your relationship with Jeremy Banks and Quavaris Crouch grown this year, and what's the chemistry like between you guys heading into week one?
Yeah, we have a close, tight knot relationship. Those are my brothers right there. Those two, and it's not only just those two. It's guys, Aaron Beasley, Solomon Page, Martavius French. We've all done a great job of coming together as one. We held barbecues. We had our mask on and everything, but we had a barbecue and just kind of sharing it every Sunday. We had it, and then just sharing scripture verses, talking about Heavenly Father's plan for us. And that relationship, like I told you guys, is going to take us a long way. And I feel that we're tight, we're close, and as long as we're one, we'll be able to excel on the field.
All right, Trey Wallace, then Jimmy Hines.
Henry, you've been going up against teammates. You didn't get much of a spring practice in. Contact-wise, you haven't been able to do too terribly much this fall. What's your feelings going into Saturday, and how ready are you just ready to hit somebody else that's not wearing orange?
I'm ready. I'm ready, Trey. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm ready to hit somebody that's not wearing orange. So it's gonna be fun. That's all I gotta say on that one.
Henry, a few weeks ago, Coach Pruitt said, I guess it was after scrimmage, that the defense was just not physical enough. What was your reaction to him saying that, and do you feel like that has been rectified?
My reaction, Coach Pruitt wants the best out of us, and he's going to get it out of you no matter what. So the way I took it and the way the defense took it was, okay, let's go. All right, we can do better. Let's turn it up a notch, and that's kind of the steps that we have to take week in, week out, every day. We have to approach every day with let's get better at something. Let's do better at something. Coach Pruitt is going to get it out of us, and Coach Pruitt does a great job of ensuring that we're going to be a hard-hitting, physical team.
All right, Patrick Brown.
Henry, you mentioned those barbecues that the linebackers had together. I wonder who was doing the cooking for you guys, and what was the best thing y'all had?
It was me. It was me and JB. We were on a grill. Me and JB was cooking it up. Q always seasoned it. Q has a good season. He learned it from his grandma. His grandma taught him how to season. So we use his grandma's recipe, and we just cook it up, chill back, kick back, talk to each other, and it's good times.
Last two questions, Vince Ferrara, followed by Wes Rucker.
Henry, you mentioned you're so anxious to hit somebody, but what about preparation for tackling? What have you guys been able to do to prepare you for tackling? Because you watch some early season college football games. That's been an area where some teams have struggled in.
Yeah, every single practice we start with turnover circuits with the offensive guys, and then sometimes we hold our own turnover circuits on the defensive side of the ball. So we're going against our running backs. The DBs are going against our wide receivers on form technique tackle. And we do that at the beginning of the practice, and then we just try to keep doing it throughout practice and in individuals and throughout team periods. And, the more we do it, the more we'll be comfortable. And, having those scrimmages really helped us, knowing, our flaws and all of that.
Finish with Wes.
Henry, you've always seemed like a guy who
My dog Wes.
Yeah, Wes, we lost you there. I don't know if you want to put the question in the chat.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, we hear you now. Go ahead. Okay. Well, we'll finish with that, and we'll have Eric soon. Thanks, Henry.
Appreciate it.